Yeah, and that's another thing too about jujitsu. I think that the people, even the well-known guys, uh, they're much more approachable. Like if you wanted to talk to LeBron James and you went on his Instagram that he probably doesn't even manage, and with a lot of celebrities and famous people, you're never gonna get a response. They're never gonna hit you back up. If you wanted a private lesson with LeBron James, he would never, you know, respond. And if he did, it's probably worth like thousands and thousands of dollars for like an hour. But you can hit up people on jujitsu practitioners that are relatively well known, and some of them will respond. And if you want to do a private lesson with them, they'll do it. And that's why I love jujitsu. The people are way more approachable, way more down to earth.
Yeah, they're like super grounded. Like I remember back in the day, like Dave Camarillo, he had like a Facebook account, and all I did was like message and be like, "Hey, like Professor, I don't know if you're gonna like accept my friend request, but I'm a big fan of your work and stuff like that." And then like it'd be nice to get a follow, and he like followed and send a message as well, just really down to earth. And I think they're approachable because jiu-jitsu is hard. Like
Hmm.
I don't think you can be like, Mr. Cocky Cock and be like that when you're getting like smashed like on a daily. Like you know what I mean? That's probably like why
Right.
they're like super humble. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
the jiu-jitsu community is really cool. You don't yeah, it's funny how you mentioned LeBron James because like you're right. If you go up to like a celebrity like sports star, like good luck.
Yeah. Like you see like I don't know, an actor like Leonardo DiCaprio, and you're like, hey man, can I get a picture with you? Maybe he says yes, maybe he says no. I mean, the dude gets approached. I mean, and I get it. Like those people get approached and harassed all day, every day. Of course, it gets to a point where you're like, enough. But like, if you saw Marcelo Garcia walking down the street and you're like, oh, Marcelo, like the greatest of all time, can I get a picture with you? Yeah, he'd take pictures with you. He'd be there. He'd talk to you, and that's something that it's so cool about jujitsu. So our community is very friendly because we know that you can't have an ego in jujitsu and be happy and be successful. And it makes you way more approachable, way more honest, and you're just easier to talk to. Some of the nicest people that I know happen to do jujitsu, and I don't think that's an accident. I really do think that jujitsu does make you a better person because you learn some really difficult, hard life lessons that very few things. I can't even really think of anything else that can teach you what jujitsu teaches you. I mean, maybe to the individual. I mean, like that saying from Miyamoto Musashi. If you know the way broadly, you'll see it in everything. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe like if you practice tennis or practice the piano, you can get more insight on life. But nothing like when it comes to human interaction, social interaction. I think that jujitsu is so unique in that one perspective that it just makes you a better person.
It's totally unique. It's like it's totally different from like all those other sports because it really teaches you like really hardcore adversity. Like you lose a basketball game. Wow, you lost a basketball game. No big deal. Dude chokes you out in front of all these people. Like that. For some people that have a lot of pride, that's really demoralizing. You know what I mean? And for that to happen to
Yeah,
you, like
yeah,
day in, day out, day in, day out, it turns you into something else and turns you to like a very special person to be able to like handle that. And I think it also like goes into life as well. It teaches you that, hey man, problems are gonna come. You got to learn how to deal with them. You got to learn how to do that escape. You got to learn how to address the problem before it happens. And that's the beautiful thing about grappling.
Oh yeah, I think that it's definitely impacted in a lot of how I make my decisions and my approach to problem solving, being much more relaxed. And I'm not sure exactly where you live, but I mean over here in Southern California, we have huge traffic problems like San Diego, LA, kind of like the East Coast, New York. And if you don't have the ability to stay controlled in those moments, like it's very easy to just lose your shit. And also, I think probably like the most important lesson that I've learned from jujitsu is I'm not the best. There's so many people out there that are better than me. I'm never going to be the best. And there's something very freeing when you realize that you're not meant to be the best. Because I think also a lot of people, they I shouldn't say this. This is just my assumption that a lot of people in their mind think that they're the greatest, fighter ever. And when I practice jujitsu, you know, there's times where I go on a streak and I'll just tap a bunch of people. I'm like, oh, I'm the best leg locker. And then I get leg locked by, you know, some random person, you know, and you're like, damn. And I think that that's also kind of helped me with you know my business. That you know there are so many other jujitsu apparel companies out there that are doing really well, way better than me. But my goal is not to compete with them. My goal is just to do what I love, and hopefully people recognize that and are drawn to it.
Yeah, that's such an awesome perspective. I think there's like a topic on that on Jocko Willink's book. It's you'll never be the best in the world, but you can be strive to be the best you can be, right? So yeah, so that's
Yeah.
that. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. If you want to catch the full episode of this podcast, feel free to catch it on iTunes. The link is in the bio on our Instagram page. And feel free to also give us, a good 5-star rating for our podcast since we're starting out. And give us a follow on Instagram. Thank you so much. Peace.